According to the state's most recent annual school report card, about 30% of Kentucky students were considered chronically absent during the 2022-23 school year. That means for 10% of more of the school calendar, they just didn't show up.
But as Allie Root reports, a new truancy law that's going into effect this fall will work to keep students and their families more accountable.
Fayette County Public School leaders say chronic absenteeism has been a major problem since the pandemic. Director of Pupil Personnel, Steve Hill, says the student mindset on attendance has changed, but being present in a classroom is still imperative for success.
Being in the school is the best thing for kids. It's the safest place for kids. The learning takes place, obviously, at higher levels when kids are there. They're fed, they're loved, they're cared for.
Last school year, Hill says more than 4,500 students district-wide had 15 or more unexcused absences. Under this year's new truancy law, school district leaders will be required to report the names of these students to the county attorney's office. Formal court action could be taken depending on the case, but Hill says administrators won't necessarily file charges after reporting the names.
That's not what public education's about. It's really to help children, and so we only use that when we know we're at the dire end of a situation and that to help that child.
This applies to all students kindergarten through 12th grade, but according to the law, parents or guardians will be held accountable for children through 5th grade. This bill also extends the diversion program to a year, limiting habitually truant students to just 4 more days of unexcused absences before they must go back to court.
And a lot of it is just to help families figure out the system. Where do you go to get help? If it's a addiction issue, how do you navigate the system?
He notes that the heart of this new law is to help families get back on track.
Anything that reminds families that showing up to school matters, attendance matters, learning, being present matters, being engaged matters, I think it helps.
Hill says the school district has more meetings planned with the county attorney's office to finalize how the process will work here before the new school year starts. In Lexington, Allie Root, Fox 56 News.